sector in 1992, that time somewhere around 70 million metric ton was the production, and we surpassed USA, which was about 85 million metric ton, and we became the largest milk producer country. And today we are at 198 million metric ton. US is still 90 or maybe something like that. So the difference between first and second is almost double. And a lot of things have changed in terms of production and production of milk and all. The only two things I still remember has not changed, because I used to attend CLAFMA workshops and CLAFMA symposium. So there was, I used to present at what is our productivity, always 1800, 1700 liters per lactation. We are bottom three among, even Pakistan has better productivity, in terms of the data what we have. And then second slide I used to have that what is the deficit of our feed, green fodder, dry fodder, and concentrate. And these figures were varying from 21% to 35%. I'm talking about 2000, year 2000. Okay, if you see today also, it's the same figure. I'm still not able to understand after 29 years that how our farmers, they are producing almost 3 times more milk, 72 now we are becoming 200 million metric ton. How they are able to produce with all the negativity we are talking about. And are we not very, very irresponsible while understanding that there is something wrong? Our productivity is so low. Maybe that we are just adding cattle and we are producing so much milk, as Mr. Tarun said. I fully agree with him. What is the productivity? What is our cost of production? Today, the cost of production in Indian milk is higher than USA and Europe. Even if you convert their currency into rupees. That's what, it's a problem. And that's just because of political reasons we are, stopping import of the raw material. And we blocked this RCEP deal. Why? It will happen because they are much efficient, and you can, in globalized environment, we cannot just keep on stopping those kind of trade. And this is the biggest danger what we are going to have for dairy industry. Everything is not that rosy, what I mean to say. I think we have very big production system with very big inefficiency, and that is a time bomb, I tell you. It is very difficult to sustain this kind of approach for coming 20-30 years. We talk about, Vision 2030, Vision 2050. We're talking about today we are producing 200 million metric ton. We will be reaching 300 million metric ton after 10 years. How we can reach when we have only, 3% of land, 2% of water, so much, competition from the same land between one crop to another crop, to floriculture, to horticulture, to, all this thing. It is very difficult because our productivity level is so low. And this goes beyond saying that last 20-30 years we have not used technology. We have no technology to monitor what is our artificial insemination efficiency. How the entire 30 crore cattle or bovine population is managed in terms of artificial insemination. There is no cloud data, there is no blockchain. We don't know which semen is going to which area, whether inbreeding is prevailing in that place. That is leading to a lot of unproductivity and less productivity. 30% of our population is what we call it NECO, NECO, not even calf once. That kind of infertility is there, which is primarily because of the breeding or feeding and management and all this thing. So we cannot just be very happy that we are the largest, because what we see in the media, what we see in the news, what we see in the government publications and all rosy picture about we are the largest producer of the milk and will become 300 million metric ton, blah, blah, blah. But it's a very serious, I would say, challenge what we are going to have until unless we do it. And we have to use technology. It has to be cloud-based in this thing, has to be digitalized. IT has to intervene in dairy industry. We have to have, satellite, imaging of the fodder areas, so we know that how much fodder we have to grow based on the water availability and all. So I will come to different question afterwards, but just to summarize, that we are the largest producer of the milk in the world, but we are the most inefficient producer of milk in the world. And that picture has to be changed. That's the, I think, will be real big challenge. Is needed what example Mr. Yadav has given, that exactly has to be, done. In multiple places, and, multiplying effect should be there. The issue is that what Mr. Yadav is saying, that he's going to sell Embraer to NDDB. In fact, it should be vice versa, long back. The job of NDDB or this kind of national institution is to, develop this kind of technology, make the people aware about it, and make it, economically viable, and do it. So that's what I was telling, though, with this kind of situation what we are in, we cannot continue to grow milk. It will be very, very expensive, and it will be very, very, I think, farmers will not be happy. You see that every year, when we say that we are increasing milk production by 5 to 6%, we are 200 million metric ton, but every year you will find that farmers are not getting proper price of milk. They are doing agitation. They are throwing milk on the roads. There are some strikes, and even if this, companies are taking milk, they have huge stocks of SMP and butter. They go to government for the subsidy for export. So at the end of the day, what is happening, the entire system is on a very suboptimal level. And the main reason is the cost of production, productivity, and value what we are generating out of it. So what Mr. Yadav has said, that this is the only way out, but the Godrej or some private company cannot do it for the national level. We are talking about very minuscule percentage of business. This has to be done by the NDDB and associated organization long back, I would say.